Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge.
All right. Wow. Was not ready to speak there. Sorry. I guess for the context of what happened during the starting soon screen, there's this old ad, like it was mostly like a YouTube ad from like 2015 that was like everywhere for a while, which is this guy Ty Lopez advertising his like it's like the prototype. It's like one of those like get rich quick scheme-esque things where it's like how to motivate yourself and how to like, you know, do all this stuff. And it became a big meme a while back. And what I just played was like the first like 5 seconds of it, which was like what the most well-known part. Snake oil, kinda, but basically it's this.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge.
Just the way just him going knowledge. It has lived rent free in my head for a long time. That's all I'll say about that. It's such a weird video because like he just talks about how like he had all these books in here, and it's like, oh, he reads a book a day, and he's like, it's like he's selling. Like, I don't know if he's actually selling it. I don't know if it's free. It's just like, he's like, yeah, go to the website. You can watch this video explaining, like, I met this mentor, and I met this other mentor, and I met this other mentor. Like, what was it? I lived in a mobile home with, like, $27 to my name, and now it's like, it's one of those things. And it's real goofy. And it's very funny, and a lot of memes have been made of it. And yeah, I just felt like sharing that piece of history, I guess. I full on passed out. Well, welcome to the land of the living there, Subval. And also welcome in on it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Mom. Welcome in, Dim. Welcome in, Jerry. Welcome in, Subval. Welcome in, Montblanc. Not sure how to pronounce that. My bad. But welcome on in, everybody. I'm glad you can make it.
Ta-da! You've successfully perverted the laws of God and man.
If I remember correctly, I gotta go to this side of the screen. But yeah, so obviously we're doing more blueprints. At the request of my good friend and moderator Aragon Shark in chat, he wants me to start by finishing the painting puzzles where you have to like go to the different rooms and find like the painting letter thing, because apparently that's going to help a lot with future puzzles, mostly with like the safe puzzles. So we'll start with that. We're gonna start today by just trying to get as much of the map filled out as we can, like over consecutive days. Lay down for 30 seconds. Now it's 5:30. That really do be how it is. Like, beds are dangerous. All right. Oh yeah, you did mention you had the funny iron deficiency debuff. So I guess, I don't know, go eat an entire cow or something. You need to get in certain spots you haven't yet. Games like, haha, one exit room that leads to a dead end. Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be a... Ooh, well, actually, yeah, first, we're going to grab my allowance. We're going to make a wish, and then we're going to see if we get the tomb. We're going to see if we immediately get sidetracked. Because if we get the tomb, I'm immediately exploring there and using the chapel solution to figure out what's in the tomb. Didn't get the tomb. The hovel actually might be the good one to go here. Because with the hovel, we've had all three of these before. We've done... The trading post was one of the first ones we did. That's where we got the allowance. We've done the root cellar. I'm going to do the hovel. Because then if I get, like, good, like, multi-door rooms in the areas that I need to get paintings, that'll probably be very useful for me, so... Because we're just trying to basically step max here. That's already activated. I don't need to worry about that. Oh! Oh? Now, hold on. What is this? Hold on. 2 wings, 2 starting rooms, 9 ranks, 45292 coincidence. Where is room 46? Is that June? I think it might be July 5th, 1990. Tested my full house theory, no luck, as expected. I'm glad I did a more thorough search here. All right, well, hold on a minute. Already got to start writing stuff down. We're on day 17. On the hovel. On the hovel? Anyway. I'm not sure what to write down about this, but 45292 coincidence? Question mark. Colored. It's a blue 4, a blue 5, a pink 2, a purple 9, and a yellow 2. Now, chat, do we recognize those colors? Because if you've been paying attention to some of the other streams, you will know that those colors are tied to the dartboard puzzle, which, yeah, Mom got it, which means that we will need to add the 4 and the 5. So we do 4 plus 5, because it's add 4, add 5, or it's add 4, add 5, so it gets us to 9. And then pink is multiply. The addition, subtraction, yep. There was just more to type out. Gotcha, yeah. So we do 4 plus 5, so that's 9. We multiply by 2, so we're at 18. Purple is divide, so we're back down to 2. And then we subtract 2, so it's 0. Interesting. Yeah, that zeroes out. Right? Yeah, blue is add, so we add 4 and 5, we get 9. Then pink is multiply, so we multiply it by 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Then we divide by 9, because purple is divide. 18 divided by 9 is 2. And then we subtract yellow, which is 2 again. So it equals 0. Why is that? And I'll also write down 7, 5, 90. Tested my full house theory. No luck as expected. Hi, welcome on in, Rachel. Glad you can make it. Thanks for stopping by. We basically just started. We found this note in the hovel, and we've been reading it and writing things down about it. So this is Mr. Ravane. What does 2 starting rooms mean? That's, you know what? That's also true. I'll write that down. Because, I mean, unless he's counting the outer room, like where we are, and the entrance, because those are technically the 2 starting rooms, I'm not sure what else he could be implying there. Don't see much else. So we're gonna call that for now, and let's... Ooh, excuse me. Microphone needs to be adjusted a little bit. There we go. All right. Well, no tomb, but like I said, we're going to mostly be focusing on trying to fill out the rooms we don't have, which, just so that everyone else can keep track, the rooms we're missing are, I don't want to call this. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then A, B, C, D, E. So the left side, the rows are labeled with numbers, and the columns are labeled with letters. And I'm also just going to point at it with the pointer here. So we're missing A1, A2, A3 is the antechamber, so that's not going to have anything. A4, we're missing the entire one column, we're missing all of row 1. We are missing... I've already messed up the way that I've been notating these, haven't I? Anyway, we're missing here, here, and here. So we need our goal is to get to like these rooms here, this cluster of rooms, and then these rooms up here. Once we get all of these, then we will have all of the letters for the painting puzzle. I'm with you? Alright, sweet. With that being said, I don't think there's anything else outside to do, because there's the grotto, which you don't know how to deal with, and we can't get into the orchard yet. So we are just going to get started. Well, I guess we're starting with the den, because the other 2 won't get me anywhere. I'm going to kind of go basically the opposite of how I normally play, which is I'm just going to, like, rush north as much as I can. Ooh, chapel. Not great, but it is good to get some red rooms in for when we draft the funeral parlor. Ah, my money! Ah! Sometimes there's money, like, by the pews. I remember seeing that once. It doesn't look like today. Okay. So, yep, we'll go north again. We're looking for a room that goes to the right. All of row 1, rows 2 and 3, C, D, and E. Yep, that's pretty much it. I could do the funeral parlor, come back, or the bedroom. That's going to loop me back to the middle, which I don't really need. Well, I kind of need the middle. So yeah, let's go to the bedroom. Yeah, because we're going to need a lot of steps. Or I could go to the pantry for money. No, I'm gonna go pantry, because then if we unlock the kitchen, Joe always gets irrationally angry about the chapel. We hate the chapel. I'm gonna go to the pantry, because then I can get the money in case I get the kitchen. And if I get the kitchen, then I'll be able to buy some more steps, since we're doing a step spending spree today. Hallway could be nice, but it's not... Oh, these kind of suck, honestly, in terms of what I'm looking for. So I guess we'll do hallway, because that gives us a key as well. We need those. What is odd is that the chapel still lets you enter even if you have no money. I mean, it's not a... you don't have to pay to get in. It's just, if you're in there, you must pay. Laboratory... Oh, no, I don't have the other thing, so the laboratory's not going to be very useful. Commissary could be useful. I'm going to go with commissary, because I've already got a bit of money. We'll just see if they're selling anything nifty for me to come back to. Salt could be nice. Shovel could be nice. Sleeping mask could be useful. Metal detector. We'll come back later. For now, I'm going to head back to the chapel. No, I don't want to lose my money, though. We're just going to go hallway and try to go up and right. Wake the kitchen. That, honestly, yeah. That's kind of what I wanted, because then I can look at the menu. Plus 10 and add the morning room to today's draft pool. I might look for 4 coins to get that. It would be kind of weird if God had an entrance fee. I think there was an entire, like, religious, like, uprising about that. Right? Or like the Protestants or something? I don't know. Hello, Joe. Hello, Joe. Glad you can make this stop by. By the way, if I got that wrong, I don't know religion. So I probably did get that wrong. Let's do corridor. We are getting kind of up there. We need to go up and to the right for the most part. So let's hope we can get some good rooms to do that. Spare room. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spare room might be good just to keep us going. Have you talked to Martin Luther about that? No, I haven't, to be fair. Sure, he'd help you with the whole paying the church thing? Sure, yeah, true. Alright, let's do observatory. It's gonna lose me some steps, but we could see what the star bonus is today. We got a key. Thank you, Clavis the key. Very helpful. Now, continue forward. Good thing I just got a key. Funeral parlor could be good. Nook. Well, Nook, we could... I'm gonna go funeral parlor just because it gets me more north than the Nook does. And I'll hold off on doing this puzzle for the time being. Crap. Oop. Hey, Mart. My bad. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome in. Glad you can make it. Let's do bedroom. Bedroom gets us closer. We're not there yet. We need... It's this section up here that we need. We got the bedroom now. Let's look at this. The gems are on the floor. I don't think that's true. The gems are in this box. That could be true. The gems are on the desk. Well, they're not, right? That'd be silly. So the gems are in this box. I thought these puzzles are supposed to get difficult. What did he say? That is... Ooh, sleep mask. Getting that into the bedroom. Funny. Actually, I'm just going to kind of... Dink donk. There we go. Just you wait. Oh, I know. I know I am making fun of the... Oh, no. What? Well, I'm going to do the Chamber of Mirrors, because Chamber of Mirrors is just funny. But now we have to kind of go to the chapel to get anywhere. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a fool. Wait, are there paintings in here? There are, but I don't need these paintings. So I've seen late game boxes and they make me want to uninstall. I'm excited. Especially because I have the high risk, high reward room. Hopefully I haven't screwed myself with the steps. I probably should just buy some food now. Oh, banana's not gonna give me anything. So I'm not going to, actually. Although, I'm gonna lose money in the chapel. Unless I go through the commissary. That's... Well... Hear me out, chat. I'm gonna go through the commissary. First of all, is there anything worth purchasing with my 4... I can't purchase anything with my 4 money. We're gonna try and take the commissary down here, loop around to the entrance, so I can go through the den and bypass the chapel. We have Hall of Mirrors. I can get a second pantry for more money. Heck yeah. And a free apple. When I have 8 money, was there anything worth it in the commissary? There's like salt, which would actually be... Actually, yeah, salt would be good because then... Yeah, hold on. Because what does salt do again? Oh, it doesn't tell me. I think salt just means I add... Shovel actually might be nice. No, shovel's kind of a... Shovel's kind of meh, to be honest. Like, shovel's great, but I wouldn't stake my life on a shovel. I might just go salt. Yeah, whenever I eat food, I'll gain more. So, that's going to be nice, because I'm going to be losing a lot of steps today. Metal detector. Metal detector could be good. Second funeral parlor is actually really funny. Or office, though. Actually. Oh, I'm going to lose a lot of steps with that. Ooh, this might not be a good idea. But I'm going to do it anyways, because it's... I'm doing it. Did you crack the office? We did not crack the office safe yet. We have, still gotta figure that one out. Ooh, apple, hold on. That's like 5 steps. Or 3, whatever. Hello, you. Run payroll. Alright, so yeah, it's only been like a day since I last, checked that, so obviously it's not gonna be any different. Or 2 days. Oh, it's only been 2 days. Okay, so it still isn't a new week yet. Good to know. Office. Still not new. Because that might be useful to know. Spread cold. Alright. So now there's money somewhere. The metal detector would be useful now, because now there's money everywhere, but I'll just hope I find the money first. Okay, so now we're going to go forward through the den. Real quick, just kind of scan for moolah. For some coinage, doubloons. Doesn't look like much. Alright, to the den! Oh, hello. That's a lot of money. Might be money in the chapel. I'm not going to risk it, though. Alright, we need... Well... I guess we could get another key from the observatory. That's that's kind of what I want, is something that goes up from here, so... Yeah, we'll do that. Ooh, I'm running low on steps, though. Although, actually, no, I get 9 this time. What's 9 gonna get me? There is no 9. Okay, so we're guessing maybe 4 and 5? Yep, 4 and 5. Alright, well, hopefully this is useful. The pool. I could get another den, though. Although, locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool could be useful. But again, I'm going to be really low on steps then. This wildlife smoke is kicking my ass, so I'm making ultra spicy noodle soup to clear them. I could not handle that, so I believe in you. You know, I just realized in order to get any more of the money, I have to go through the Chamber of Mirrors to reconnect with the rest of the map. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't see if there's any money in the chapel. Spare room. Perfect. Oh, spare room has a window. Nice. Summon the goober? Oh, goober's... Hold on. I can't move the goober. Oh god, I just realized that. Okay, I'll just have to tell you what rank and room we're on if anybody asks. Courtyard is a bad idea. That's why I'm doing it. Because again, I'm really low on steps, but god, the courtyard could have useful things. Didn't have any useful things today, though. We just gotta keep going north. Now, the spare room, yeah, it's probably for the best, just to keep us heading north. Boat. Alright. Gotta be really careful about this. Well, crap. Guess go to the Foundation. You got here late, didn't realize you were doing a hovel run. Yeah, I mean, I was... Because the other options were, I think... What was it? The trade post, which I didn't really have anything to trade. And... The one that spawns a bunch of dirt patches around. And neither of those seemed particularly useful, so... Well... This sucks. I guess Archives is the better plan here? Because Hallway just kind of ends this route. And I don't want... Although it would give me a key. And I really need to access this end of the hall at the Chamber of Mirrors. I'm going to do Archives. This might be a bad idea. That's it. That's the tweet. This might be a bad idea. Hit the button. Can open that mirror. Interesting. That actually could be useful, but I can't make it back there now, can I? Oh, I'm actually just completely screwed now that I look at it. Well, crap. This was supposed to be a good run. All right, never mind. Never take the hovel again. Hovel sucks, he says. But no, the hovel's good. I'm just bad at using it. Epic. I don't think the hovel's good. The hovel isn't good unless you're like really good at figuring out how to gain steps, and I'm not particularly. Yeah, we're just gonna have to sprint back and fail for now. That's fine. The hovel did give us that note. That is true. The hovel gave us that really cool note. You know what? Let's lose our money in the chapel. Is there any money in here? No. It gave us a particularly interesting note, which I don't know really what to make of it. East-facing villa. I guess we didn't have any on the west side, so that makes sense. No new rooms found today, I believe. Yeah, so. Sometimes you have these days. It only took, what, like 30 minutes to get through that day, so. One of our days took a whole 2 hours, so we've definitely had worse. Mount Holly is a strange name. 'Tis a strange game. Full of strange people. I might grab my allowance. Make a wish. And let's see what the shed provides. If it's the tomb, I'm gonna laugh. If it's not the tomb, It is the schoolhouse, though. Oh, we all know how I love the schoolhouse. We must educate ourselves, gamers. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here besides that, other than the switch well, we already have the switch, so we don't need... Can I take the lantern with me? That'd be fun. Anyway, time to get educated. Time to learn me some words and stuff. Education, exactly. Education. Don't you have another outside room to go to? That's the Black Bridge Grotto. I have no idea what the Black Bridge Grotto is, so we don't touch that. I got no idea what to do with that one. Let's start by just going straight north. Hallway gives us a key. Library. I am poorly spelling. Oh, I mean, I gathered. Right! I got a new book! The History of Orindia. Now, okay. Let's talk about this library card. This is day 18. The History of Orindia. Checked out November 28, 93. Okay. Oh, Herbert also checked this book out. Interesting. Can we talk about the mail? Dude, I would love to talk about the mail. Hold on. Let's just page back through time for a second. I want to talk about how many times I've been to the mailroom. All right. Day 1, we got a mailroom. Day 2, we got a... Day 3, my bad. Day 3, we have a mailroom. Day 4 was pretty small. Day 5, no mailroom. Day 6, I don't see a mailroom. Day 7, no mailroom. Day 8, don't really see a mailroom there. I haven't gotten a mailroom since the first 3 days of this game. I have been dying to talk about the mail. Anyway, I checked out this book. When did I check out this book? Oh, yesterday. No, I checked out this, not yesterday. I checked out this book on day 16. Gamers. So, day 16 should be November 24th. Does that make sense to everybody? Like, am I wrong for thinking this? What was it again? The date is November 24th, 93. And this was the book that I checked out on the 16th day. So, if we're all agreeing that this means the day I checked out the book, that day 16 is the 24th. Which for some reason, using that logic previously, has yielded mixed results. I think I was just off by a day. Because I wrote down that day 15 was November 22nd. But then based off of this, it'd actually be November 23rd. So this should be November 24. So day 17 was November 25. Today is November 26. And we're going to keep this going until we can confirm the day using the time safe in the shelter. When we get to a shelter again, we can confirm what day it is, and then we'll be able to know from then onwards. Anyway, book reading time. The History of Orin. Please stick with me. The Goober is helping me read this book. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Eris Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. I love it when books censor things. This is day 18, Joe. It's day 18, and based on the fact that when I checked out this book on day 16, it says November 24th, we're saying that today's date is the 26th. That is our belief right now. We will be able to confirm it when we find the shelter, but as of right now, we believe that today is the 18th day is November 26th. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I wish I had a magnifying glass. If we find a magnifying glass during this run, I'm going to come back here and read this book with all of this, like, wow. It's like I'm reading a CIA document. What is this? Ooh. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Forward. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen. The elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Let's also just screenshot literally every page so that we can read it later. Ajera. Or Ayera? How do we want to pronounce this? Remember to screenshot the pages, please? I just remembered to do that. So, thank you. How do we want to pronounce the J with like a Y? Or like a J? How do we want to pronounce this? Yo, howdy, Pat. Thank you for stopping by. Glad you can make it. We're reading right now. This isn't something I'm good at, so have fun. And also, this book was edited by the Fen Eris Central Board of Education, so it looks like a CIA document. So enjoy that. But yeah, right now I'm currently asking chat how I want to pronounce this J. And before the book is 100 pages long? I don't think so. A Hera? We could do a Hera. I was thinking like a Yera, where you pronounce the J like a Y, but a Hera could be good. I guess all in favor of a Hera? Speak now or forever hold your J's. Ahara. Ayara? Ahra? Or is it a English is the only language I know, and it still confounds me. Ara? Take your time, thank you. Abdominal. Alright, sick. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as abdominal. Also, I'm pronouncing it abdominable, like it's the abdomen of the abominable snowman. Ayera. Okay, we can pronounce it Ayera. So, the reason I'm calling it Ayera is because my initial reaction upon seeing this was similar to the Yera rune, which is spelled Gera, and the Yera rune being from Binding of Isaac, so I apologize for that. But like that was my initial why I chose to pronounce it like that. So I guess we'll stick with that pronunciation until somebody proves me wrong. By the ascension of our first king, whose name Oris, huh? Hold on. By the ascension of the first king, blank out his name, whose name Oris. It's a Yera rune. Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I. The redacted noise is fun. Thank you. I do my best with it. Anyway, whose name Oris would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Horus was known, before his coronation, as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means. And affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Streamer, keep reading, we're going to be here a while. I'm aware of this. It could be the first king of location whose name? By the ascension of the first king of place whose name Horus would later grace the burgeoning township. Right. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. So they're blocking out what this place was originally called. I see. Yeah, because also I think that's probably what this is down here. Your dad said Ayera is the name of an architectural software in real life. Fun connection. Ooh, that is fun. So yeah, Horus was township, coronation, prominent merchant lord, sway, region, ideal candidate, unification, surrounding area. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers, that Horus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus, and by the end of the 1st century, a new kingdom was born. And here we could see a artist's sketch rendition of. Now we have the 2nd era. Screenshot. It was the 4th king, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares. 3 realms for his 3 children. We're crying! Excellent. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expansion, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Araya. That sounds right. The southern region of Araya, a land steeped in tradition. In the 3rd era, as the 2nd era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of their distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. This is how it feels to have auditory processing issues. Excellent. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd era was defined by That's why we got context clues. Speaking of context clues, look here. You know what? I think, is this the same map? No, I think I used the different screenshot. So the screenshot I used for Schnitzel, thank you. So the screenshot I used for the meme in the Discord for me starting this stream I think it's a different section, but like the fact that this is blotted. Actually, hold on. Context clues. We can you see this? You see the little bump up here and the little bump down here? That looks very similar. Let me pull up the screenshot. Somebody who knows the Joe Rogan podcast reference meme I'm trying to think of, please announce it. It looks like this symbol. Like this symbol here and the symbol that is blocked out here might be the same symbol, because it does look very similar. The Mac worksheet answers, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, rada commenced between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Rada. We're going to read this letter at the end. We're going to go through the book and then we'll see what this secret holds. As the kingdom Rada entered the fourth era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolates? King Desolates, because it sounds like desolate, and that probably means that he's a bad king. King Desolates III was a rada king who often was seen drinking a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the count, but the masses as well. Rada. Desolates was renowned as the king of rada. God, that's a layered joke. Yeah, things have finally so calm I can talk. Hey guys, I'm Schnitzel. It's like, no, don't do that. Rada. So, the reason I started laughing, I can't not show it. Hold on. I got it. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Your turn, Schnitzel.
Calm down, Mom. We're not there yet. Window capture, properties. Oh, no, it's still capturing that window. We're good, okay. Yeah, the dirty joke. Basically, this is what I was...
Your turn, Schnitzel.
This is what I was mimicking.
Oh, I'm sure it's perfectly fine to tell around small children. Go on.
Rada.
Oh my! Schnitzel! You're naughty boy. Yo! Whoa!
I don't understand. So why did...
We'll talk about it later, when you're older.
But...
When you're older!
So, the reason I started laughing so hard, not only because I was doing that, I was doing that bit, but also, because I will say this, I literally did the arm motion, like the arm motion he did at the end, I literally did that motion. Like, I literally held my arm and, like, swung it around a bit as I was doing the rada bit. So that's why I was particularly floored by that. Anyway. Voice of Bender from Futurama? That's hilarious, actually. Perfect enjoyment. I mean, look, Chowder was one of those shows that I watched as a kid, so it's, like, ingrained in my brain, so. Anyway. The king of rada. No one, when he made the decision to move rada, I'm guessing thriving or surviving. Tara Strong is also Truffles. I don't know who Tara Strong is. I'm gonna be real. I haven't watched Futurama, so I wouldn't know that one too much either. I'm gonna say something. I don't really know the full context. So Ving Castle and Court behind, leaving Castle and Court behind. I'm guessing based off context there. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and rada were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his rada common folk. I don't know why the T, like, why'd they leave the T? Like, the T there is all that's left. These rada voices planted the seed rada, which took root in rada, grand city of Fen. The era of ruin. Interesting. After the passing of King Desolates III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died rada. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the rada, Prince Learson of Fen, declared himself the true monarch. Oh no, Kefka has destroyed the world. Oh no. This declaration was bolstered by a rata number of supporters due to the fact that Decilites IV shared rata little of his virtues. Just realized all my flags are very color cohesive. Oh, that's true. Lots of, like, other than the last one, which has a lot of, like, the darks, like, the blacks and the grays, they all have, like, purple and pinks and stuff. That's fun. As the protests of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fenstruction. No, Fensurrection, my bad. The Fensurrection. You could have thought of a better word than that. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The Gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. Oh, and then we have the pacification of Fen, depicted in stencil. It looks like it says the Morning Bay down there. I really need a magnifying glass for this book. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Princess Learson to... Princess? I don't know why that happened. Joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arc Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years, and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. The current era. Oh, yeah. Also, this is like this section is the least censored part, which I find interesting. Then we have the current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3 Fen Eris, Arch Eris, and Ayera, or Araya, there we go, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connections to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. Rada rada rada, rada 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 rada, rada 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 rada, rada. For this, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children, rada rada rada. Bye, rada. You can do Peanuts adult sound too. I've already committed to the radas. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to reread the whole book. Let me just make sure I got all the screenshots I need. Page 1, page 2, 3, 4. No page there, no page there. All right. And I might as well just screenshot the very end here. Ooh. Now let's read this secret letter. Baron Sinclair. Thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. Screenshots the final page with the singular censor. Of course I did. We are returning with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess, it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Oridea could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Redguard. Bon Margle. Hell of a name. That font seems annoying. It's not that bad. I think it's just like standard kind of typewriter script with a few messed up. Actually, no, it's a consistent mess up. Every A has that little part missing from the bottom. I just realized. Well, that was a book I learned to read. I hope everyone's proud of me. It has been approximately 6 hours. We are one room in. So we're going to keep trying to head north. So we can get classroom, but it costs a gem, and I don't have a gem, and all the other options suck! Oh god, no! Oh, Goober's gone. This is a sad day. Alright, I guess we're going this way then. Let's do pantry. We could use the money. No, Nook. We probably need the key. Money key, money key, money key. I'm gonna go with the key because odds are we're gonna get the chapel. And if we get the chapel, then I won't lose as much money. Okay, hallway gives us another key, even though it dead ends us. It's basically the hallway is just a spare room with a key in it, so we're gonna do that. Even though I could save the hallway for a better spot. No, we'll do spare room. We'll do spare room in that case. Bon Margle is a magnificent name. It is a noteworthy name. Well, great. I guess we'll do the closet, because the closet could give us a gem, then we wouldn't have this problem. Oh, it did. Nice. Any other gem? Am I, like, not seeing a gem, maybe, hiding in the nook? Little nook? No. Okay. Well, we got one more option. If it can give us the den, that would be perfect. Well, come on. This is just mean. This just ends the run. Like, this is it. This is the house. Because either I draft up a classroom, and then we're stuck in the Chamber of Mirrors. Draft up a bedroom, and then we're stuck in the Chamber of Mirrors. Or draft up a closet, and we're just stuck. Let's do the classroom. Because there are a few things I need to take pictures of. I've taken a picture of that one. Because I do actually want to take pictures of all of these, in case there's something I'm missing on it. Also, this might be a political message, given the fact that all of the flags are red. Well, let's hit this button for fun. Okay, I can technically do more with the Hall of Mirrors. Give me a second. Maybe you have to use it to figure out what color the flags are based on their grades. I mean, that is the idea. Is that... I don't think I can access that. No, I can only access that from this door, which I can't get to because... The name Caleb... Yeah, and also the Caleb came up in that one as well. But yeah, I can't access that because this button just closes that. Yeah. This button closes that, which isn't very useful. This button also closes that, which isn't very useful. And then this button, yeah, there's no other way to access here. And this button just, this closes that. So this is the end of the Chamber of Mirrors because I literally can't go anywhere else. Well, this was a short day. And I can't think of it. We can't really do anything in the grotto, and I don't have any ideas about the orchard, so we're just gonna call it today, I guess. Yeah, I can't think of anything to do, so. Oh, I didn't read what the... Hold on. Architect's bungalow. Because it was still like... Yeah, it was basically under construction the whole time. Hilarious. Because, like, the main room was the spare room, I think. The one that was still under construction. Alright. Well, we did some reading. So we got that for us. On to day 19, which should be November 27th. Grab my allowance. I literally did drink some water beforehand, but I'll do it again because we love water. Okay, that's all right. I'll do that. Why not? Actually, I'm gonna stretch, and my water isn't like close to empty, but it's like halfway. So I'm gonna go top this off. So back in a sec, chat. The main reason I want to top off my water is because it is hot out here, and as Aragon Shark in chat is Runaway a redeem? I mean, it could be. As Aragon Shark said in chat, we are getting hit by some haze, and so it's not making the weather any nicer. Anyway, make a wish. Let's go see if we get the tomb. We're gonna be in for a day. Otherwise, we'll have to think. If we get the shelter, we can test if we have the right date. Nope. Just this stuff again. Root cellar, probably not very useful, because the root cellar, I would need a shovel. Why do you make a wish? I don't know what it does. The hovel didn't do us great last time. But then the hovel didn't do us great, but then we had problems of not having any gems, and so if we had the hovel that time, that would have been very useful, but... I might just go with the tool shed. Because then we could get, like, a metal detector and, like, oh, there's something else, so... Apparently nothing. Well, nothing so far. Tool shed is great. I just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, let's go tool shed. Tool shed's just always useful. Shovel, pretty useful. Wrench? No. You said special tools. All we have is shovel. Oh, wrench! The gear wrench. Each time you draft a mechanical floor, you may permanently adjust its rarity. Huh? Interesting. Time to make every gear room common. Just as a joke to myself. Alright, east. Funeral parlor, den. Den gives us a gem. We always have gem issues. If I can get like 6 dens, I would. What's a mechanical floor? Basically any room that spawns that little gear icon. Like, here. Like, you see how the bedroom has the door icon? And, like, the funeral parlor has, like, the puzzle icon? Any room that has a gear icon on it, I'm able to use the adjustable wrench to change how rare of a room it is. Let's go with... You want 6 dens? I bet you will be denied. I'm gonna go with the bedroom, so we can get a fresh restepper over here, basically. And also, there could be, like, a key or a sleep mask or something in here. Yeah, probably. Not today, though. That's fine. Pretty view of the mountain, though. 13 more and I'll hit 50. True. That'll be an achievement. Keep getting the funeral parlor. I know I want to, but I probably will do it somewhere else. For now, let's do spare room to move our way up. We can do Nook. Although nursery could be useful for drafting bedrooms, but I'd rather not dead end this place right now. So let's do Nook. Get a key. Do some snooping. See if there's anything else around here. Doesn't look like it. Cool. Alright, keep going. Loop our way down and around. Why can't that be the other direction? What is this? This is the worst. Like, why can't I be coming in from the right side of the chapel? Why do I have to be coming in from the bottom? This sucks. Yeah, I guess we have to do this, because otherwise we just dead end, so. We'll do this. Well, I mean, I could just dead end and then loop back to the... No, you know what? I'm going to spawn the chapel. I'm going to not go in there. I wonder if there's an upgrade to rotate rooms. I think I saw one of the rooms was like the rotunda, which allowed me to rotate. I think it allowed me to rotate rooms that I spawn in the rotunda or something, so. Courtyard could be nice. I do have a shovel. But do I want to spend a gem right now? I don't think I do. I'm going to save the gems. I'll spawn the funeral parlor. And then I might wait for one more red room before I go in here again. This statement appears on another box. It does. Oh. Oh, no, okay, this makes sense. So, yeah, this statement appears on another box is true. So that means this one's also true, which means this one has to be false, because at least one of them has to be false, which means that the blue box has gems in it. That's the answer to that one. But we'll deal with that later. Let's see if we can get another red room for... Why are you spawning so weirdly? I guess I do want to go north, so we'll take the hallway. Grab the key. Corridor could be nice. I mean, the other two are dead ends, so corridor is what we're doing. I probably should have taken the 2 gems. Call me crazy, because I am. I'm going to take the gymnasium, and I'm not going to walk in there just yet. I'm going to hop off and do some work because my project is in shambles. Best of luck to you. Bessie, I believe in you. Now, we're going to open up this box. Instead of gems, we have the gyms. Exactly. Open up the blue box, because that's where all the gems are. Get 3 gems. Now we'll go to the gymnasium. The Geim. And then we'll head through the foundation to head north. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll try to avoid the gym as much as possible otherwise. Yeah, we'll head north. Let's see if I can get the utility closet and turn off the gym lights. Ah, beans. Boudoir, though. Nope, terrace. This saved us some stuff. Let's see if there's anything out here. Money. 2 doubloons. Excellent. Wait, do we get a good view of the statue? Oh, look at that. It's the best view of the statue we've ever had. Look at that boy. We love him. All right. Oh, we have a shovel. We can dig in here. Gimme. Nothing of interest. Let's go. Let's take that with us. A turnip. Ooh. That was useful. That more than made up for the gym. All right. Oof, gross. The vault? I've never been to the vault. Oh, but oh no, chat. This is the first time I've seen the vault. Do I like it's gonna cost 3 gems, sure, but it's gonna give us 40 coins, which is great. but then we're gonna have to go back to the gym. You know what? I just got that turnip. I'm fine. We'll take the vault. Vault is new. Day 19, we got the vault. Let's see what there is to write about in here. Money, money, money. It's so funny in a rich man's world. Are you kidding me? The vault just has the date in it. Hold on. Then that means the checkout date on the books is the current day. What? No, it isn't. Wait. Hold on. I gotta check the VOD. Because something just... I think I wrote something down wrong. I gotta double check my notes. Steve... Twitch, why do you want me to knock on myself? I'm not gonna collaborate with myself. It was about 30 minutes in, I believe. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, for some reason I wrote down that we checked it out on the 28th. We checked it out on the 24th. Okay, so it's the day you find the book. That is... Okay, first of all, how was I supposed to know that? That's kind of BS. Second of all, at least now we have a confirmed date. It is... Wednesday, November 25th. With that being said, I want to check when I last entered the office. You know what? No, I don't care. I was going to try and figure out when I last entered the office to figure out that day 19. Yeah, so for sure, day 19, which is the current day, is November 25th. So Wednesday, November 25th. So now I'll be keeping track in my notebook of the day of the week, the month, and the day, just next to each day. So now we can keep that track. So then when we get to shelter, we'll know what day it is. Anyway, vault. Oh wait, there's a one of these lock boxes. Because I don't remember what day it was. But we got a key to one of these lock boxes. So, oh, and white room. He's been to Egypt. Taking things from Egypt. What are you? Nicolas Cage? Alright. Anubis, yeah. What?! What do you mean?! Frickin' key card. Fine, I guess I'll go from the entrance hall then. Jesus. Got a lot of money though. If we encounter the commissary or the kitchen, I'll be set right. Pool? Conference room? Why am I getting so many rare rooms today? What is this? I only have one gem and I don't want to waste it, so we're going to do conference room. I don't think there's anything in here to grab. Pool? I mean, pool is great, but I only have the one gem. I don't want to waste it. I have been screwed by not having gems before. I am going to learn from my mistakes. As unfortunate as that might be. I guess here we'll take the pantry. Get some more... We don't need the money, but... Actually, no, I'm willing to dead end here, so let's do bunk bed. Should I even go in there? I don't think there's actually anything in there. I'm just gonna spawn that and leave, and if I get the nursery, it'll be better. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Utility closet. So we could shut off... We need to find the security room. I can't do the utility closet because it would literally end the run. So we're going to do the library. I'm going to spend this stream getting to the empty rooms on the map to solve the painting puzzle. Completely fails to do so. I know, right? It's like the game hears me. That is a gear. The utility closet is a gear. I could have adjusted the rarity on that, but I didn't want to end the run to do that. Library. Let's check out... The only two we haven't done so far are the Fixed Stars and Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Desire Sensor? Honestly. I'm reading the fine print to see if it says... Yeah, it doesn't... I mean, actually... Why is that red? Well, it's the one I'm selecting, is whichever one's red. I was reading the... I'm reading the fine print on these, on this, and it says, the above signee is responsible for all materials checked out using this form and understands that a new request cannot be made on days in which a previously requested book or periodical has been pulled. And it says... Books and periodicals requested from this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. So I'm guessing what that means is that I with hindsight, I could have used this to be like, okay, so when I draft the library next is when they pull the book, meaning that the date in the book would be the current day. With hindsight, I can see that. So let's, I mean, I haven't done this. Let's do the Fixed Stars. We can do Sightseer's Guide to Reddington next time. I gotta go. All right, let's hope I don't get screwed over. Well, I'm pretty screwed over, aren't I? You kidding me? The game really doesn't want me to do the thing I want to do. Wine Cellar is just a waste of time. Because it just gets us gems, but we don't have any other rooms to go to. Clock Tower is a waste of time. It would give us a key tomorrow. Bookshop is new. And I have so much money. A lot of good those 4 coins are doing here. I'm about to use them, yeah? Ooh, hello. Ooh, okay. Book shop. Newspaper clipping. New clue sold out in hours. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from the local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. Could have used a better word. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating, "The writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance." In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims at providing resources and intelligence in investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margul, he appears again, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for a new clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, prudents, and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow, in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. Interesting. And we got a black bishop. Black bishop? Not allowed back there. Cringe. I don't see anything in the bookshelves. See what there is for sale. Books purchased. Books. Oh, I could have bought a new clue if I had more money. Books purchased in the bookshop will be permanently added to the library and available to check out on your next visit. I mean, ooh. This is a toughie. I'm probably going to buy The Curse of Blackbridge. Because how often am I going to have this much money? Like, I would love to get... Ooh, that's the uncensored edition! Time to write more things down, because I gotta remember to come back here. First edition of History of Orindia for 50 gold. A new clue is 50 gold. That is a point I was going to make. Buy the highest price book you can afford. Yeah, I was going to be like, oh, I can get a Realm and Rune and the 2 drafting strategies, but like, when am I going to have 40 gold? And like, if I have 40 gold, I can then buy Realm and Rune, drafting strategies 1 and 4 and 5, because then I can't buy the other 2. So, yeah. Those are the 2 important ones. Those are the 2 50 gold ones to write down. So we'll keep that in mind. We're going to buy Curse of the Blackbridge. There we go. And that is all we can do. Because there are no more rooms, because the one room we could go through the gymnasium is locked by a flippin' key card. I can't do anything in the foundation, as far as I'm aware. I don't think... there could be something down there. Let's go check. Let's go check if there's like a... If for some reason a key card spawns in the elevator room that needs a key card, you know? Like, maybe the game is weird like that. Kind of my fault, though. Because, like... every room connected to the foundation is a dead end. And I chose that. But, like, the terrace... Okay, let me justify my problems. The terrace could have been useful because if I spawned courtyards, I could get courtyards for free, given my lack of gems. And the vault was a new room we had never been to before. And we got 40 coins out of the vault, which allowed me to buy a book. So, I'm disappointed that the run ended early, but I'm not... I wouldn't change what I did. Maybe I'd get rid of the terrace, but... Alright, keycard. Oh, man. I wonder if that's consistent. I think it was a solid run. It was as solid as it could be. I'm gonna try something. Hey, Joe. I'm assuming the upgrade discs are once per use with a consistent spawn. Am I right on that? So, to explain, I got an upgrade disc in the back of the car in the garage. And I think I got an upgrade disc in the office. I'm guessing those only spawn once, but they will continue to spawn until I use them. Right? Because there are scripted places you'll get in the game. Yeah, that's what I figured. Because I think I remember there being the upgrade disc in the bottom of here, and I just didn't use it because I didn't have a PC at the time. So, yeah. I'm going to go check something. I might be wrong. I don't think there's a computer anywhere in these rooms. Surprisingly, there's a computer in the vault, really. Like, I'm just gonna see, because the main selling point of the Blackbridge Grotto was that it was access to an offline, to an out-of-network terminal. I'm gonna see if I can't use this. Oh, and the microchip does respawn here. That's good. I mean, I can? Okay, good. The closet. Now, you can be a good upgrade. Plus 1 extra item if drafted to join to a hallway. Plus 2 extra items if joined to a bedroom. Plus 4 if adjoined to a red room. Oh, I don't think that's worth it. I think, honestly, like, just take the bedroom one. No. Huh. Okay. Gamers. Let's go through the process of min-maxing with this hallway closet, or this closet. A hallway has 3 doors on it. So you basically, if you get the closet spawn on the hallway, you eliminate one of those doors. Reference I did bedroom. I could see why. So hallway is probably the safest option, because you basically turn a 3-door room into a 2-door room, but you get 3 items out of it. Bedroom is dangerous, because as far as I'm aware, there only ever are 2 doors on a bedroom. So you'd basically be... I do pick hallways a lot, because I do get a free key out of the hallway. And the bedroom does give you 2 bonus items if you would join it to a bedroom, but the problem is that bedrooms either are one way or they only have 2 doors. So you'd be basically making a dead end for 4 items, which could be nice. The empty closet is interesting, because a lot of red rooms have 4 doors. Ooh. That, You know, that's kind of a good point. A lot of red rooms have 3 to 4 doors. So while the empty closet has a higher risk, because it could spawn with no items if you get it, it's also simultaneously the safer option, because you're instead of turning a 3-door room to a 2-door room, we do get the dark room a lot. And of course the funeral parlor, but the chapel, we could turn the chapel from a 3-door room to a 2-door room. Basically, the difference between this one and this one is whether it goes on the hallway or the chapel. But also this one allows me to do it on, say, the gymnasium or the archive. I'm gonna be real, I think I might take the empty closet. Because, like, these 2 are much safer, because they're still guaranteed 2 items plus a bonus. Like, if I was smart, I would take bedroom or hallway, because then it's just the same room, but I can get a bonus out of it. Whereas if I take the empty closet, I have to do it, get adjacent to a red room, or it will give me nothing. You know? Like, these 2 are much safer options. Please just do the hallway. I did sell myself on the empty closet pretty hard, though. Because, like I said, a lot of red rooms have a lot of doors. But you guys are right. I do take the hallway a lot. But the main reason I don't pick the closet very often is because it's a dead end. Like, I don't like picking dead ends, just as, like, a principle. Which, I mean, obviously, look what happened today. I ran out of rooms, so... I think hallway closet is probably the safest choice. Because it just is the closet, and if I put it on a hallway, it just turns the hallway into a corridor. Yeah, I think that might be the play there. In my heart of hearts, I want to go for empty closet, because I just think... So just don't pick it unless it joins a red room? Actually, you got a point! I so rarely pick the closet that this is the better option. Oh God. Okay, no, hold on. We gotta slash poll. I'm gonna make this democracy. So it's gonna be, I'm writing them as blue hallway and red hallway. So basically, if you want me to choose between bedroom and closet, like the bedroom hallway, or if you want me to choose between bedroom closet and hallway closet, then choose blue hallway. If you want me to choose empty closet, choose red hallway. Poll is starting. But you don't want to take red rooms? You say that, but I do want to take red rooms because I have the funeral parlor. Yeah, I did choose funeral parlor. So honestly, having the empty closet is another red room to add to the funeral parlor pool. Say again. So blue hallway is either the bedroom or the hall, or the bed. I should have called them closet. My bad. I also misspelled hallway. So blue hallway is the hallway closet or the bedroom closet, the two blue options. Whereas red hallway is the empty closet. I completely messed up this poll, but it's just blue or red. Those are the main things you're looking at there. And yeah, if I choose empty closet, that's another red room to give me more gems when I open the funeral parlor boxes. So that's another reason to go with the empty closet, I'm gonna be honest. God, choosing the funeral parlor has absolutely screwed me, because now I'm gonna want to take every red room upgrade there is. Just make every room a red room. Pick empty. I'm letting democracy stand. That poll has like a minute and a half left on it, so anybody else who wants to vote. I don't know how many viewers I got, but anybody who wants to vote on which hallway I take, you know. Also, I mislabeled them as hallway. So yeah, which closet should I take? The hallway closet or the bedroom closet, which are blue, or the empty closet, which is red? I leave it in the hands of democracy, and if it's 50-50, I'll flip a coin. I love doing that. I want to rig it to 50-50 because I don't have context. Basically, the empty closet is higher risk, which is red. Like, if I choose red, it's higher risk, but higher reward. Where if I choose blue, it's much safer. And more consistent. That's the main thing you're thinking of. That's the main dilemma here. Do I go for consistency or high risk, high reward? Which I've already gone for high risk, high reward in one instance of this map, so. Aragon, if you want to ask Bessie what they'd vote for, feel free. I don't know if they're around, but because currently we have a lead with red. She voted? Excellent. It does appear that high risk, high reward has won the vote. I'm not gonna regret this. Because I usually avoid the closet anyways. So now it's just like, oh, I avoid the closet until it's adjacent to a red room, and then I win anyways. Oh, man. I am a danger to myself. Anyway. That's it for today. We didn't get very far. We unlocked a new room. We unlocked 2 new rooms, and we made several bad decisions. I'd say that was a good day. I don't think I can make another wish. Firmly disagree with the decision. That's very fair. Like, I get it, because you were also against me taking the funeral parlor. So... like, I can understand you not being very keen on me taking the higher risk stuff. Because I kind of get it. Because being more consistent in this game is probably better than having higher risk, high reward stuff. But I'm living on the edge, baby! Alright, new page, because we're getting to the bottom part of this page. Day 20. Which is the date of Thursday, November 26th. Let's grab my allowance. Let's go check... Ooh, let's go check the tool shed? Or not, the I guess the outer room. Whatever this ends up being. Give me tomb. Not tomb, but shelter. I don't have a lot of money, so going to the shelter is probably the good idea. Because I don't have, like, much to give to the shrine, so... No, I should... Oh, I'll do it on the way back. Alright, so the day starts at around 7 a.m., 7 or 8, so let's just set this to 10 o'clock. So, time lock safe, set unlock date, November 26th at 10 a.m. So, we'll come back a little later. Let's make a wish. Let's double check the time, make sure we did this right. It's currently... Yeah, we start at 8 a.m. So it's going to be about 3 in-game hours before the thing opens up. That's plenty of time to absolutely mess up this house. What a start. Pinning his own message with voicing his disdain for my choices. Look, I mean, everyone has a different strategy for roguelites. Mine is just high risk, high reward. You wouldn't have picked the... Yeah, I would not have picked the closet there anyways. That's true. I mean, let's see. I mean, this is going to block a door, but let's see if this is the closet, honestly. Sadly, no. I might even do guest bedroom. I have the shelter! Picking the chapel was great, honestly. Smart. I'm gonna do guest bedroom. No, do I really want to block off this door for a guest bedroom? Like, that's 2 doors I'm blocking for 10 steps. I mean, the other option is pantry. Or I could do spare... Ooh. Suddenly, this is honestly... This is a perfect, like, dilemma for me and my, like, sensibilities for how I build, how I construct rooms. Pantry makes it so that the entrance hall door isn't blocked, but it just makes it a loop through the chapel. But it gives me 4 money, which could be useful. The guest bedroom would give me 10 steps, which is really, really good, but it's a dead end. So honestly, it's like these two are basically the same because it's gain a resource but dead end, or do I gain nothing except an extra door? Where it basically, no, you know what? The spare room isn't worth it, because if I want an extra door that way, I'll just go down the entrance hall again. I'm going to take the guest bedroom, because running out of steps also seems to be an issue, so. And we get this thing. The compass. Draws door. I need to go north. Thank you very much. Is there any other details in here that I've been missing other than the nautical theme? Doesn't look like it. Skedaddle, skedoodle. Alright, north it is. Funeral parlor? Not right now. Thank you for your... Well, I mean, it's funeral parlor or nook. I could use a key, honestly. We'll take the nook. Ooh, coupon book. Could be very useful. Okay. Keep a skedaddling. Okay. Den or hallway? Both of these are good. I need gems. I have a key. Gems are always my issue, honestly. If I could get an allowance of gems. Always gems? Yeah. Gems are consistently a problem. Let's go north. Well, look at that. Nursery. Well, it's corridor or dead ends. The nursery would give me an extra 10, but I'd rather not block off my path north to do that, so let's just do corridor. I mean, let's just see what this gives me, actually. Funeral parlor, secret passage. You know, I never take the secret passage. I'm tempted. Funeral parlor is also a good option just to have that ready for when I need it. This is troubling. Chat, do we have an opinion? Because secret passage will lead me to a color of a room color of my choice, which I'm assuming I make the choice. You don't have enough gems? That's true. We'll do funeral parlor then. I mean, I can go into the funeral parlor. Hold on. Because this might be the closet. Heyo! Yeah, I'll end here. I want to go north the other way anyways, so. Ivory dye, banana, a key, and... What are you? Greater chance of finding items. That was 5 items, wasn't it? That was like 2 keys, a die. No. It was a die, 2 keys, and a rabbit's foot. Yeah, that was 4. Okay. Well, now that's 3 red rooms, so let's do this. Because now it's definitely worth it. Blue box is true. This box is empty. You are in the parlor. I mean, yeah. So it's this one. All right, let me explain why. The blue box is true. They're saying I'm in the parlor, which means that the blue box is true, which means that the black box is true, which means that the white box is false, and since it says that it's empty, that means that it has the gems in it. Perfect. All right. No one left any coins for him to cross the river Styx, so let's skedaddle up the corridor. Well, storeroom isn't useful. Pantry, I mean, I have 4 gems. The observatory could be nice. Yeah, I could, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go, I might want to save my gems, though. In case I get, like, a courtyard bonanza or something. pantry gives me some steps and some money, which could be useful in case I get like a commissary or a kitchen. Although the observatory, I get a 10. I mean, I have 4 gems. I think I'm willing to spend a gem on the observatory because I think the stars are reroll. Really? Your opinion's reroll. Well, I have 10 stars, and I think that would give me a specific constellation. But why do you think reroll, Joe? What's your what's your reasoning behind a reroll? Because I think I'd prefer to save the reroll for if I'm in like a situation where I only have bad choices. You have to snake back in the other direction. I guess that makes sense. Right? Like if I reroll, I'd be able to get to where I'm going faster. But I like I just said, I feel like saving the die for a situation where I only have bad options, because like I can snake back around. That's not an issue for me. Your goal is to go. I get that, but like, I feel like if I get stuck in like a dead end where it's like every option will lose me the run, saving the dice for that. Why not just set yourself now instead of having to build? Well, because let's say like I re-roll, get a room that leads me to the right, and then those are all bad options. You know, I see your point though. I'll probably. Yeah, I guess we can re-roll. Want to give you 2 constellation? Well, actually, was it a 11 star or a 10 star was the next one? I don't remember, so. But yeah, I guess we can re-roll for now. Because Joe makes a... Yeah, exactly, and before 3 bad rooms. Yeah, and before it's worse than these 3. Well, not bad. Honestly, I'm going to go with security. Because with security, I can do this. Security is honestly my favorite because it allows me to mess up the... I missed a sleeping mask in a bedroom. We'll go back for those in a second. First, keycard system. We'll set it to security level low. And offline mode is unlocked. And then if I find the utility closet, I can set it to security mode high. Because that is... Because then I can basically have free rooms. But I have the rabbit's foot, so let's take a look around. Oh. Well, damn, alright. I'm guessing the sleeping mask is in one of those bedrooms. Let's just real quick, just kind of... Let me check the... I mean, it's probably in a bedroom, but I'll check the den real quick, just in case. No? Okay, bedroom. We go to the nook. Maybe it's in here. Maybe there's a sleeping mask in the nook, and I was just a little silly not seeing it. Nope. Chapel. Not going to take my money, because I'm sheltered. Ooh, is it 10 o'clock? Crap! It's almost 10. All right, let's find... Was it in the closet? It wasn't in the closet. No, I got the 4 items from the closet. Let's check the guest bedroom. I mean, I could double check the closet at some point. Basketball, though. Because we'll see. But let's just check the bedrooms real quick. Also, because it's almost 10 o'clock, which means I gotta go check the time lock safe. Oh, maybe it was in the closet. Don't touch the basketball, you'll lose 2 steps. I cannot help but ball. Small backseat request. What's up, gamer? It might have been in the closet, which is odd, because that means I would have gotten like 5 items out of the closet. Stop wasting steps so willy-nilly. Backseat denied. Okay, let's... Wait, yeah, what time is it? Yeah, let's go talk to the hand. Why did you walk back to the den when you could have just kept walking to the entryway? Because I didn't think about that. I panicked, obviously. Like, as I was walking into the den, I realized I could have gone to the entryway to check the time. So, there's the logic there. There is a security room. Let me honestly... Hold on. Let me check something. You'll be opening in a second, but... How's the radiation looking? Rats. Alright. You should be opening in a few minutes here. You've already read this note, yeah? Yeah. I don't think there's anything else in here other than this. Oh, gee, scared me like that. Oh, it's one of the red ones. Interesting. Shelter. Safe. Red. Letter 7. Dear uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for... Hold on, I feel like that sentence messed me up. The chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumor of these months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. God, man, this guy graduated at college. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy. God, oh my God. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Oh, God. I'm tired. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances. A conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were, in fact, responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. No Oxford comma, yet this guy is overly verbose. Let me check if I screenshotted this one real quick. I didn't screenshot this page. Thank you for reminding me. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our skies are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open, in that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. God, that was verbose. Oh my gosh. All right, anyway. Back to the house. So, it might... Yeah, you said it might have been in the closet, so we can check there. We'll double check this bedroom while I'm here. Was there a key in there? There was a gem. There's like a gem and a letter in those safes. So we got the gem. I don't think there's a sleep mask in here, so let's just real quick waste a couple steps to go to closet. Oh yeah, there was a sleep mask in there. Odd. I think it's because I picked up 4 because I picked up 4 items. I thought that I had already grabbed everything in there. Back inside teeth. Good luck with the teeth, Jerry. I believe in you. Alright. I hope I can find the utility closet so I can unlock the keycard doors. Office! Dining room, though. Actually, no, dining room, because I do need the steps. And that will be... And it has more doors anyways. And it doesn't cost gems. And we're on rank 6 already, so we're definitely going to be able to get to that. Actually, hold on. I believe, I do declare, we do actually need to go up. If we go up a room with a... If there's a painting in the room above us, we will have an opportunity to see a painting. Well, that doesn't bode well. I think the drawing room has paintings. But that... Oh, here's the issues right now, yeah? Well, I could take the drawing room and then go dining room right, and then try to go up. So let's do drawing room. And, I mean, I do need paintings here, so let's do this. Oh, here you are. Okay, we got paint and pint. Everybody can agree with that? Paint and pint? Yep. Okay, sick. So that's there. So that's there. All right. So A right there. Okay. Now you pretend that you're dead. So let's go up one more because we also need this painting. Beans. Spare room doesn't have paintings. Bunk room would have paintings. And I have the sleep mask, so that would actually give me a decent amount of steps. Or I could reach, or I could do commissary. I don't have many money, so let's not do commissary. Bunk room? Honestly, might be the play, because the sleep mask will give me 10 steps from that. And then I can go back to the dining room and get food. So I'm going to get a lot of steps if I do this. I think I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit on that. Okay. +5. 2 bananas! Oh, I am stepping today. Paintings. Waba. That's the mansion. That's like the front shot of the mansion. And this is a grappling hook. No, it's a hose. House and hose. Yeah. House, hose. That makes sense. So that'd be you. Hamster. Get on the wheel. Yeah. Go for a run. Yeah! This is the best room, honestly. See if there's anything else here other than bananas. 2 black pawns. We already established those, I believe. Alright. We are getting places with these, with these paintings. Pizza! If I have a furnace. I don't have a furnace. I don't plan on getting the furnace either, so we'll just take that. Whoa, 54 steps. Look at all the space I have. All right. Let's go this way. Delicious? Very delicious. Well, that's not very good now, is it? A locksmith could be useful. Here's our dilemma, gamers. After this, my two options to go any further north to like figure out the other ones on this side is through the security, which means I have to go past this room. I could do spare room. Yeah, I think spare room. I could then head up, and I do have the compass, which means I'm more likely to get north-facing rooms, anyways. Yeah, I think spare room's a play, even though this would give me a lot of steps. I think. Well, it'd give me at least like 10. Maybe 15, 20? I'm not sure. It'd probably give me a lot of steps, but I think I don't want to do that here. Let's do spare room. Go north? That is the plan, but I literally couldn't go north otherwise, so. I have one key. Let's hope it... Okay, good. Library! That goes north. Laundry room? It's a dead end. It's new, but don't take it. We gotta go north. Oh, right. This book. Hello? Library. Map 2. Let's call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E. E5? Treasure! I am devastated how often this game does not let you connect nicely to your foundation. Yeah, it is pretty tragic. Okay, well. Do you know what's even more tragic? That room is right here. So in order to get there, I have to go out of the security room and down. Welcome back from the teeth, Jerry. I'm gonna see if we can do it. But first, the fixed stars. Check out the 26th. That is today. That is how this works. Now we know. The Stairgazer's companion. Wait. Oh, this is just the book in the. This is just the book in the. This is the fixed stars is the book in the observatory. Okay. Only other time it was checked out is by Clara Espin. Interesting. Well, at the very least now, next time we get the library, we can check out one of the new books. So. Yeah, it's Coat and Coast, which I think we already have the S here. Yeah, we do. Now. This is where the danger happens. Because we need 6 rooms going up this way. And this is our only way in. So if we mess anything up from here, we're kind of screwed. So let's hope we get lucky. That's not a great start. Oh. Oh, what? Ugh. Well, the closed exhibit seems to have a lot of key card. Yeah. The doors in this room are security locked, which we have the security, but I don't have the utility closet in order to turn off the music room. Is very good. You have no key. Yeah, I mean that was my plan. My plan was to go with the music room. The music room is silly with the major key and the minor key. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not gonna, like, I can't do the closed exhibit right now. Even though it is a red room, and I love red rooms, so we're going to go with music. It is also new. Hello. Plain and Pain? Yeah, that's a window. So I think it's Plain and Pain. Can we agree? Plain Pain, right? Unless this is like a door. I don't think this is a door. Yeah, that's a pain. Okay, so Plain and Pain, which means it's L. All right, music time. Minor key, major key. Woo! Window wait. Well, no, because they are always one letter different. Like there is one letter difference between the two paintings, and that's the letter we need to figure out to write down for the code. So I think it is Plain and Pain. Yeah. Anyway, major key. What are you? Oh. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of the same color. Ah, interesting. Okay. Music time. Oh, these are the first four these are the first four. Okay. Pink Floyd key. Because we found the 8th page in the workshop of this thing. And if you notice, there are bold words of first, words, on, the. And then the 8th music, I did screenshot them. The 8th page had bold message. Interesting. Can I play the piano? Can I play the piano poorly? No. Play the harp? Nope. Can I drum? There's a drum back here. Dum dum da da dum dum. The sound you heard. Yeah. Find a good plane. Where'd be a fun thing? Here we go. Yeah, when you hear this noise, that is me taking a screenshot. Ooh, can I play the violin? No, that's so sad. Well, I have a key. Dad, I need one. Well, it's either the hallway or we're kind of screwed. The hallway has pictures, though, and I do need pictures for this area, so. Viola supremacy? Heck yeah. I could do the dark room, but then I would have to go back down to security and or even the entrance hall to try and get the what's it called? Because I already have 3 red rooms, so I already have 3 red rooms, which means the shelter isn't going to protect me. Which would be nice, but I would need to go and find the utility closet to continue through the red room in any way that actually matters. And also, I don't think the dark room has paintings. Joe, can you prove me wrong? Does the dark room contain paintings? I think it might actually. I think it might, like, some of the photos in the dark room are the paintings. But I'll confirm with Joe before I lock in that answer. And then if we go to security, we just need one that angles south, and then we'll be able to go to the foundation, which allows us to go to the treasure map room, which would be nice. Go north, young man. I know I want to, but there are other things that also want to be done. You need the circuit breaker. So there are paintings in the dark room, but I need the circuit breaker room in order to access them. Okay. Getting a key is a better option, though. So I'm going to grab the key. And also, we get fan and flan. Incredible. Oh, I did the wrong room. Anyway. But, I mean, I kind of figured. So, new word unlocked with fan and flan. Whew, okay. If this door requires a key, I might want to double back. Oh, okay. What do we got? Boudoir. Kitchen. I don't have money. Boudoir it is. Anything useful in the boudoir? Boudoir is... There's a gem over here. Ideal room. Yeah. And then we have Crown and Crow. Pretty easy. So this is N. I'm already getting an idea of what's going on there. I guess we can try continuing. The painting clues in Alaska could be cold and old. That's the letter C. So true. So it's bedroom. The boudoir counts as a bedroom, right? I mean, I got... Is there a letter in the cabinet? There is a letter in the there is a letter in this safe, but we've already read this letter. Like, if you look here, you see we have 3 red letters collected. We've collected a letter in the boudoir, in the shelter, and in the study. Those are the 3 letters we've collected so far. Should I use the prism key on this? Because this is a bedroom, so this should give me... Assuming I actually need a key on this door. Yeah. If I use the prism key, it would give me a bedroom. What are the letters we added? So far we have... Yeah, this was gates. So we have L and L, and then we have N up here. I will, of course, be posting an updated picture of the sheet once we get to the end of stream. But, yeah, we have N up here on this line here, and then 2 L's here and here. I'm going to use the prism key. Because, I mean, another bedroom just gives me more steps. Not gonna lie, I've been dissociating, so that way I can play the game on my own. Honestly, based. I know, I've been bouncing between using his real name and his stream handle name because I'm just so used to calling him by his real name. But I know I'm not famous, but I think I need to get better at using the usernames instead of real names. So, Aragon's wife, is like upset that she actually watched him play the game because now she can't play it herself. I'm just kind of here. I have no desire to play this game. That's fair, honestly. Anyway, Pink Floyd key. Special... Oh, that would end the run, though. Urgh. Oh, that would be so good. That's a new room, though. I don't even think there's paintings in there. Oh, my God, that... I mean, it would get us... If I assume there are paintings in there. Aquarium is cool. Aquarium is very cool. But it also doesn't have paintings. You need letters, don't pick it. Here's my thing. Up here are 2 rooms that it's going to be hard for us to get up there, I'm going to be honest. As well as over here. We'd probably go through the drawing room, see if we can get up here. But, yeah, like, this is going to be an issue to get to. Stay focused on the goal. I am staying focused. But the master bedroom is new. And... No, that's the ladies' room. So, it's the lady of... I can't remember her name. Gonna get master bedroom. Took me 55 runs to get. See, it's rare! Like, this is a rare room to get as well. And there was a special cost I need, apparently. I have no idea if that was my fault or not. It might be that the room only has a higher chance of spawning in these upper areas, because there are some rooms I've never seen before that mostly spawn, like, rank 7 and up. Well, the thing is, if I do master, I can't... If I do the master bedroom, there's probably 2 paintings in here. Bless you? Sub now? I'm assuming that's what that was. But I can't get to these 2 rooms, which means that we can't get the top row, which is fine, I guess, for now. theoretically, we could get the top 2 rooms if I somehow activate these 2 doors in the... I would have to go through the antechamber to get to these 2 rooms. I dropped a dictionary on my foot. Oh, jeesh. Hold on. Are there paintings in the maid chamber? Looks up, stubbed toe. I don't think there are any paintings in the aquarium. But are there paintings in the maid chamber? Are there paintings in any of these rooms? I'm not seeing any in the master bedroom either. Huh, curious. So, I mean, it's either, even if not, the room to the north of there could have paintings. Yeah, like, if I choose the maid chambers, I could get at least one of the letters in the top row, assuming that the door, that the room that spawns up there would also have paintings. The master bedroom is apparently hard to find. Ooh, this is a conundrum. And also, special cost bypass. I'm assuming it was a gem requirement. And I always have problems with gems. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Maid chamber, please. Okay. Maid, okay. If you're saying maid, if you're... Well, I mean, Aragon, what's your opinion on this? Like, do I take maid chamber or master bedroom? I don't know if the maid chamber has paintings. Even if it doesn't, aquarium. I know the aquarium is better than the maid chamber, but does the aquarium have paintings? I realize that I am in fact an old man for owning and using a dictionary. That is kind of true. I get it. The aquarium is great. You know, I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you guys. I don't think I need this painting room. Because here's the thing. Mom, I get it. I want to go north. I agree. But I don't think I need this painting room because the letters we have for this row are C-O-U-N. I'm gonna be honest. If this room is not a T, I don't know what that word is. So... I think we don't need this room. I can assume it's a T. The maid chambers doesn't cost money. I should probably save the gems in case I need gems for the next room. Probably right? Count? Yeah. So I'm going to go with the maid chambers. Because that way I don't spend a gem in case I need the gem later. And we have a door north. Yeah, so I think maid chambers is the way to go. As much as I would love to go to the aquarium, we have been to the aquarium before. It's not a new room. I love the aquarium, but I don't want to spend the gem to get in there just to do the same thing I would have done with the maid chambers. So we're gonna go with the maid chamber. I apologize, Subval. You could check one of my VODs that we went to the aquarium in one of the other streams, but for now we're gonna have to go to the maid chambers. Oh, and there are paintings in here. It's plan and plant, so it is T. Ooh. And they have... Interesting. Maid chamber. Angel. Is Angel E-L or L-E? E-L, thank you. Angel. I just wanted to write down that there's an angel statue named Mila, because that's possibly important. This is gonna be one of the angles watch over me. Thank you. I'm gonna turn this into one of my pre-stream memes. I'm gonna put the goober in here somewhere. I think you'll fit well. All right. North. Let's hope we don't need a key. The billiard room has paintings. We don't need the study, as far as I'm aware. But I could do the billiard room that has paintings, and then we can go left. The letter, though? What do you mean? I mean, all three of these rooms have a letter. So, like, the thing is, I DC to go to the... there was a note on the table. I think I've already been in the maid chamber once. So I think I've read that already. That might have been a Sunday stream. I don't know if you were here. So yeah, I'm going to do billiard room, because then that gives us the last door over there, so we can get that last thing. As much as I want to do the study. Maybe the study will pop up over there. Who knows? Billiard room. But, yeah, I've read this before. I mean, I'll just screenshot this. We can always use it later. Oh. Was the first day I was here... That's a lot of money. Was the first day I was here a Monday? Also, is that a Doctor Who reference you're putting at me there, something? Anyway, planet... No. Create? Yeah, that sounds about right. Anybody object to crate and... No, that can't be it, because they have the same letters, just rearranged. What the... Oh, there's a reason I didn't use that page. Paint. I can't think of anything from over there. Oh, no, okay. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's a missing E. My bad. I got it, and then I thought I completely forgot that there was an E at the end of create. I'm gonna be honest. So yep, that's an E. That one took me forever. I mean, I was just like, well, that's a box, so it's like a crate. And then I just thought, what could this be that's crate related? Create was the next thing. Anyway, I haven't done one of these in a bit. Let's do this. I love doing these. 5. All right. 4 plus 2 is 6 times, I believe pink is multiply. Hold on a second. Actually, yeah, pink is multiply. Here's how I remember. So the first ring is addition. The second ring is subtraction. The third ring is multiplication. And the fourth ring is division, regardless of the color. Like, because that's always how it's been in terms of the layout. So that's 4 plus 2 is 6 times 3 is 18. Ooh, boy. All right, so we got 2 times 2. Oh, this is just 6, because it's 2 times 2, which is... No, it's not 6. This is 2 times 2, which is 4, times 3, which is 12, times 1, which is 12. Ooh! This is 4? No. Maybe? Okay, so it's 4? No, yeah, this is 4. Yeah, this is 4. Because it's 4 plus 1 is 5, minus 1 is 5, times 1 is 5, divided by 1 is 5. Or 4, so it's 4. I long for the days of the simple test. I have fun. Next time we get... Actually, I can go back to the library. I'm gonna go back to the library, because I need to go down to here to see if I can't get to the treasure map room. Ooh, good thing I got a key. Let's see. Guys! Guys, this is the best day! 5 minus 1 is 5. I corrected myself. We get more Alazara! Or Alzara. Sorry, I accidentally put another A in there. Anyway, give me the money. Where's the money? Now, sadly, we can't do much about this, because this is the antechamber. Can't get in there. That shit stuff they throw at me now makes me want to rewrite the entire billiard room rules out. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Alzara, speak to me.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway.
The orb has decided to grant you mercy.
Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take.
Ooh.
I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so what I noticed in the... Oh, hey, Black Bishop. We already knew about that. So also pictures. Okay, we got wheat. And we got fire. We got match. We got barley. Heat. Heat and wheat. Nice. Wheat. Yep, wheat, heat, so it's a W. All right, so these two are W and E, so we got we up here. Something I noticed from that thing was a bird in the entrance hall was missing. That's what he said, like something that was missing that was there before. Which I wonder if we go back to the entrance hall, or maybe that'll be tomorrow that will happen. For now, we have grander things to do. Which is... Right! Well, only one option then. We gotta head down. You're not going to comment on being watched? I mean, I figured that was happening. Because, like... Drawing room? Oh, yeah, the drawing room. Good point. I'm more willing to try down in the entrance hall. Because if I lose down here... Of course, Sonny's being watched 10 people right now. I didn't even know that. I don't have the viewer count on. If I go down this way and I, like, hit a dead end, say, with the utility closet, I'm more okay with that, because I didn't plan on doing much over here anyways, so. Or maybe I'll get a key card down here, who knows. And also because it's less likely for these to be locked. Walk-in closet could have a key. Conference room lets me continue. Dark room doesn't really. Well, the walk-in closet would need a key card for me to care. At least you got the letters on the top right now. That's true. Now we just need to care. Actually, now we just need to care about getting to the... Technically, I could get all of the answers to the paintings right now. If I go back to the very first VOD... Which I freaked out when that played for the first time. Really? Like, I didn't find it too suspicious. Because, like, it makes sense that someone's watching me. We saw the security room. We, like... Alzar rarely has happy news, yeah. Like, I don't know, it makes sense that somebody's watching me. It was a bit weird, the position that they were watching me from, but I assume there's, like, hidden cameras I don't know about. Like, how else would this mansion work if it wasn't surveillanced, you know? Okay, so conference room is kind of my only option. Alsara's favorite book is about a swimming bird. Because, I mean, odds that the walk-in closet has a key card, relatively low. If I go to the conference room, I could then continue forward and find maybe other rooms, or maybe even the utility closet. Because if I get the utility closet, I can turn off the security. I could turn off the keycard security, which would then mean all the keycard doors are unlocked. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So we're going to do conference room. Maybe there's a keycard in here, I don't know. The day after I get the vault, I get that... whatever. Alright, this way. Well, I mean, commissary, I have money. That's probably what we'll go with. We'll go with commissary. Because then I can buy gems. Set of gems. I could buy, like... You know, I think I'm going to do set of gems. Oh, there's all... Wait, they're having a sale today? They're having a sale today! It's the 20th! Ooh! Set of gems. Oh, and also the coupon book. So I got some of that too. More gems. Let's buy the running shoes, actually. Yeah, because I'm gonna have a long run back. I'm gonna buy the running shoes. Because that will save on some steps. Even though I have plenty of steps, I probably don't need them. Buy everything. True, the sledgehammer could be useful. Oh, the coupon book saves me on every single purchase. Oh. Wicked. Patio spreads gems in each green room, which is currently none, and also ends it. So we're going West Wing Hallway, because that gives me a couple more rooms to try. We've already... I don't know if I've screenshotted this. No, I think I have. I mean, I could just check. Hold on. Give me a second. No. Screenshots. I did not screenshot this note. Might as well collect all evidence. All right. See what we got. Storeroom, bad. I mean, I'll take the courtyard because, again, I just need the utility closet. I have a shovel, right? I don't have a shovel. I now have a shovel. God, this is turning into... I'm so sorry that the longest run happened this late. And it keeps getting longer. But I promise I'll do my best to not dilly-dally too hard. Utility closet, that's literally all I need from this area. I don't care. We're sticking with... We're going with that. Na. Okay. Turn off the gymnasium. I don't even have it. Turn off the keycard entry system. The dark room, we'll just have to come back here. I mean, no, let's turn on the garage since we're here. The garage isn't going to spawn because it spawns on the west. Well, actually, it could spawn. It could spawn, like, up here somewhere when we do that. But, na. Anything here? No? Anything here? No? Cool. Let's go! You're finally getting good luck? This is the best run I've had. No, all the birds are still here, so it must be a later thing. So we're going to go bedroom, chapel, nook, den, corridor, security. Yep. Ooh. That was a bit of good luck. The I got the thing that saves me steps in the bedroom, which means I just got a +2 out of that. Anyway, now that security's off. Yeah, I'm turning security to high. Exactly. I've been doing this strategy the entire time. Like as soon as I get the utility closet security combo, set security to high, turn off the security so that all these doors will be open. Yep. All right, let's go. Gymnasium, I turned that off. So this should be fine. No. I'm a fool. I thought that oh, whatever. Probably shouldn't have used that key, but it's fine. Oh, don't do this to me now. Oh. Oh, I'm a fool. Oh, damn it. Oh, this is a tragedy. If only I was paying more attention. I genuinely thought that the gymnasium was a 4-door room. Although I guess if I had taken the archives, that probably wouldn't have been any better, because then I wouldn't know all the rooms I'm working with. But I just needed a room out of the foundation. Rats. Well, I guess we'll go to the mailroom, because literally, that's I've literally been like complaining that I haven't gotten the mailroom. So we at least get that going. Order placed. Ooh. Was there something in here that I... Oh! Oh! Wicked. I genuinely thought I was... Man, first grade strikes again. Also, it's so lucky that it's so lucky that I got a shovel right before this. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. Contains 25 coins and 3 gems. Cool. What do I have to spend those on? Because, I mean, the commissary is all out of funds, gamer. Ask a question, but hold on. Does turning off the key card doors affect... I did read that. I just didn't... Oh, my God. Look at everything I have. Vault key, treasure map, compass, shovel, coupon book, lucky rabbit's foot, sleep mask, running shoes, bunch of money, bunch of gems. So much. I don't have a magnifying glass. Anyway, I don't know if it affects that. And we also can't find out. So... If we get the opportunity to do it again, I will have to check that, but... Tragic. God, if I find a magnifying glass, I'm running back here. Well, we got a few more rooms to check, so... Skibidoo-doo! So we gotta go up, up, and left. Round the pizza... Is there anything in here? Was this where I got the rookie? Look, the talking like Scooby-Doo for a second there. Okay. Well, poop. That's kind of it, isn't it? Don't got no keys. I guess I could go snooping around and see if I missed a key. I mean, I got the steps for it. Shovel the... I got a sledgehammer. I don't need to shovel the door down. Check security. Oh, true, true. Use state inventory. Nothing. Lack of anything. All this money, all these gems, all these steps. Ain't nothing to it. I mean, hey, we got a lot done. We got the entire east side mapped out for letters. We got to the mailroom. We dug a hole in the mailroom. We tested out the empty closet. That was pretty fun. We got more rumpus. We love rumpus. This was a good run. Like, regardless of how it ended, with all of the lack of anything I can do with all these steps and all this money, it was a good run. We got a lot done. We got more rumpus. We got so much more rumpus. I mean, I'm just gonna zoom my way outside real quick. Just, you know, just as we're ending stream, just kind of go out there and check on things. Why not? Very fun. It was a very good stream. I already made a wish. I can't make 29 more wishes. Tragic. I think we got the tool shed this time, right? No, the shelter. Right. I don't think there's anything else to do in the shelter. Just check. I mean, let me just... I mean, I probably can't, but let me just do one thing. Because I think this only, like, happened... Yeah, for the laboratory, which we didn't get. Yeah. Rats. Is there an open gate? There is an open gate, but I think it's a gate that's always been open. Yeah, if we had spawned the laboratory, we would have been able to unlock that door. Because it says, if there is a high amount of radiation, it would unlock the doors. So, sadly, can't do that. But, otherwise, pretty well mapped out. It might have been talking about this gate, because this gate was open from the beginning. Birds. No, birds, come back. I mean, I can explore this area a bit. We can check this out. Don't think there's much in here, but... Because there's this microchip we can't do anything with. This computer that we don't know what to do with because we don't have the admin password. I mean, maybe there's another gate that's open. Let's look around. This would be the other gate I was thinking of, but this gate is in fact closed, so... We could check on that gate another day. Here is my tent. Here is the orchard that we still haven't gotten into, because we need to find the ladies' bedroom. Because the ladies' bedroom will tell us the ladies' bedroom will have a blown up picture of that tree that was here that had the carving on it to determine this code here. Which I could brute force the code. I don't feel like doing that, especially not this time. Obviously, it's open sesame. Oh, yeah, hold on. Open sesame! Well, I've done all I can do. Only 10,000 combinations? Yeah, that should only take an entire stream. But yeah, I think it's this gate that he was referring to. Which, this gate's always been open. Which, I mean, maybe there's something out this way, or maybe there will be something out this way. Because he also mentioned... the, something here going missing. So maybe, like, once something here goes missing, there'll be something out that gate. We'll just have to check a future stream for that. Unless the combo is 999, technically, you won't have to go through all of them. That's true. Only if I, like, randomly select them. I'd have to go through all 10,000, possibly. Oop. Birds. No, come back. I wonder what that tunnel's gonna be. And also, we have 2 of these blue flames. No idea where the other 2 go. But yeah. I think we did pretty well for ourselves. You know? Like, I guess maybe if I wasn't so gung-ho on immediately taking the utility closet when it popped up, we could have kept going. The tenant leaves the Ravenholm. We don't go there anymore. Since I have the sledgehammer, nothing to smash. That's true. That's true. And the fact that I have a sledgehammer but I can't break that door down is tragic as well. But I mean, hey, we did pretty well for ourselves. Again, pretty mad that the vault showed up on day 19 and I got the vault key on day 20. It is what it is. But hey, we got most of the map filled out. We got, in terms of paintings, we got another letter. We got the date. We have a date now, confirmed. We found the bookshop, and we have a new book to check out in the library next time. That'll be fun. That was it for most. And then the thing with the hovel with that weird that combination of numbers, that 45292, with the color coordination to make it equal out to 0, which is a bit odd. But I think that was a good stream. So, thank you all for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Subval. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Aragon. Thank you, Bessie. Thank you, Dim. I know you were here. Thank you, Pat. I remember you being here. Anybody else that I'm missing? Any lurkers? I appreciate you greatly. I appreciate anybody who stopped by, anybody who hung out, anybody who chatted. I appreciate every single one of you. Next stream will probably be Sunday, maybe. Sunday's a maybe, but definitely Monday. So on Monday will be our final Haiku the Robot stream. Most likely. I don't think it's going to take more than one stream to beat the final boss and then do the post-game stuff. So that'll be the last Haiku the Robot stream. If you feel like joining me for that, feel free to drop a follow. I will go live Monday on 6:30 p.m. CDT with that. I might go live on Sunday with more blueprints because this game is going to be in my brain all week otherwise. Yeah. Otherwise, but regardless, have a good day, have a good night. Hope you're doing well, and if not, hope things get better for you soon. And I'll see you all then. Bye-bye. Also, if I get 2 more followers, I have to find an actual, PNG tuber artist, and that's kind of terrifying. But I, if it happens, it happens, and I think it'll be fun. Anyway, yeah, bye-bye.